live talking. Shit is supposed to be live on. We gotta be live across what we say we live on. Because if we're not live, then we're not live. Tell me that we live and we not live. Really wish I could play that Pusha T. I ain't gonna do that. That's damn they got me. Gotta get the Twitch up. Gotta make sure we see this Twitch chat because Twitch always showing me love. Gotta make sure the Twitch chat is live and running. Don't miss that. Cannot miss that. Instagram say I'm up, but I don't know. I really don't fucking know. Trying something new, trying to get the Instagram stream up. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever part of the day the video chooses to reach you. Hope you're feeling fine. I hope you're feeling well. I hope you're feeling blessed. I hope you realize that you are blessed. I hope you realize that you're getting to see a day that somebody else didn't get to see. So feel blessed. So give me un momento, por favor. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. Just gotta check something really quick, guys. All right, okay, we up. It really is up. It really is up. It really is up. It really is up. So since it's up there, I put this on. Yeah, so. All right, so we got the chats up. We ain't running no chat bots around here. We run our own chat moderation around here. We got the chats up. We ain't running no chat bots around here. We do our own chat moderation around this place. As you can see, we got us a new microphone. The old microphone, as you can see through a couple of other streams, kind of just died on me. It kept giving me fucking problems, and I was like, I'm not dealing with this shit. I'm not doing that shit. We're a respectable media organization, and we deserve better. So we got us a new mic. Give me a minute. All right, so now I got that out of the way. It is I, Von P, your gracious, humble host. Excuse me, not ghost. I do be ghost sometimes, but I'm your gracious, humble host. And this is the political podcast. Excuse me, the political crash out podcast. I Today we'll be going over a couple different topics. We'll keep it spicy and keep it funky a little bit. Excuse me. Want to talk about Teddy Bridgewater and Joy Taylor and Emmanuel Ocho as added to that list. How we've seen them get fired from their posts, and well, not fired really. Two of them got fired. Well, Emmanuel Ocho's shows got canceled. Joy Taylor, her contract is not going to be reinstated, and Teddy Bridgewater is suspended right now from Miami Northwestern High School. So if we want to get started today, that's what we're going to get started. I also want to talk about a thought process that me and someone was having a conversation about. And Trump gives more of a fuck about the illegal immigrants than the United States citizens. And I want to just elaborate a little bit more on that when we get time to that. But keep that in mind. We want to touch on that. We want to talk about the Mexico tariffs. We got some new tariffs on Mexico on these damn tomatoes. This shit's going to be interesting. Dr. Cheyenne Brown, she got called out, but I don't want to really touch on her because it's Paul Pierce did another number on her, but I don't know. We'll see about that. Drake got deported, but not in the sense that you're thinking about. The Clipse latest album that dropped this past week, that shit got Drake saying London rappers we're gonna dive into that. And I want to wrap it up with the Epstein files. We'll talk about the Epstein files just because it's the Epstein files. And why not talk about the Epstein files? Because everybody else in the world talk about the Epstein files. All right, but if I forget, I want to bring up some clips because I have some stuff that should be used in today's broadcast that I hadn't preloaded as of yet. Shit. We'll get to that in a minute. But first thing I want to talk about is the Teddy Bridgewater situation. We've seen Teddy Bridgewater go from NFL backup quarterback to head coach of Miami Northwestern senior high school to state champion head coach of Miami Northwestern senior high school. But what we didn't see is behind the scenes of that. Teddy Bridgewater had been shelling out a lot of money over the season to help his players get Uber rides to and from events, feed them, line the field each week. I got it up here really quick. Let me just pull it up here. You know, I like to bring my receipts out here. This goddamn program. Yeah, Nature's Bounty might be cool, but we ain't worried about that right now. I thought I could do something here. All right. So we see on the screen here, Teddy Bridgewater suspended by high school alma mater for giving impermissible benefits to players. This is not your typical situation where they were just doing all type of illegal and shady shit. For the most part, Teddy Bridgewater was spending money on things that his team needed. Some of these things that he listed go beyond what you would think a high school program should provide for those students. But some of these things, as in, where is that list? Where is that list? Let's go to this July 7th social media post from Teddy Bridgewater. All right, through his Teddy Bridgewater Rebridge Foundation, be a Bridge Foundation. Teddy Bridgewater on July 7th put out this message that he thought was going to do real good things for his program, but if anything, this uncovered what technically are impermissible benefits to his high school program. He was started out asking for where's the post? Where's the post? Here we go. He started out asking, saying how he's looking for donations to assist our boys this season to help carry out the load, so he no longer have to take on the personal funds, use his personal funds to keep smiles on a young man's face to remind them that they matter. For my daily Uber rides to feeding the boys, $1,500 a week every morning following our morning training session. What? Catered pastas during the season, the pride sets to training camps to all covered expenses. He gives a little itemization down here a little bit here. $9,500 for uniforms, $14,000 for a camp, training camp rather. Recovery trucks, $1,300 a week. I'm gonna be honest. I do appreciate Teddy Bridgewater for providing this stuff to those kids, but one, those are not essential services that those kids need to have a high school program. So while he did ask for these donations in honest effort to try and benefit these kids and their, football dreams, $700 a week for Uber rides. Come on, bro. Like, where the fuck are your kids Ubering from and they need $700 a week in Uber rides? You're opening the door for these people to look at your program and see what the fuck is going on. You're operating as if this is a private school that nobody has any fucking right to even ask a question about what's going on. And that is the wrong thing for Teddy Bridgewater to be operating under. That's the wrong premise for you to be operating under, my boy. When you put this Facebook post up there for the whole world to see, Teddy Bridgewater, you were not thinking for far enough ahead. You're asking the community to provide donations to the school. Is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's where you stop it. That just stop. How do you stop right there? Hey, I need some donations for the upcoming season. The team need, some new helmets. The team needs some things. Leave it at that. But when you go into, hey, I done spent X amount of dollars on Uber rides. I done spent X amount of dollars on meals every week. I done spent X amount of dollars on recovery trucks to come to the school to help these kids in their recovery. You started going down the line and talk about all the shit that you provide these kids that they're getting that other schools are not getting. And while, like I said before, this was not done with malicious intent, you have to recognize that you're a black man in South Florida trying to change the lives of black kids. People are looking to knock you off that pedestal, brother. Like they looking to knock you off that pedestal. And when you sit there and you lay out all this shit that you're doing for these kids, how can you not expect somebody to say, hey, look what the motherfuckers doing over at the West? Right or wrong, that's not going to get us all that. Because technically you're not supposed to be doing some of these things. Like the pregame meal, cool. But do you really need a whole pride set of uniforms, new set of uniforms to the tune of nine grand? You got some little league programs out here that got new uniforms every week, and they don't pay nowhere near close to about a couple $100 throughout the season. So I can fully see if you want to get some special uniforms, it don't cost a couple racks. And that's not a necessity. While it does make them feel better and feel more as a team, but that's not a necessity. And when you land that out as your justification for asking for donations, you're going to have people that are going to put you under that damn microscope. Now, this whole mess about Teddy talk about, let me see if I can pull up. I forgot to have this up here. There was some mess going around the internet earlier today where Teddy Bridgewater had posted. I'm trying to pull it up here for you guys. If you haven't seen it, I want you guys to see it here. Teddy Bridgewater's his rebuttal was that he doesn't work for Miami Northwestern, so he can't be suspended. But he's forgetting that a coach cannot provide free or reduced cost transportation to a student, nor can they purchase anything for a student. And those are Florida High School Athletic Association rules. That's why they have booster programs. That's why they have outside boosters that come in and try and help the programs with all these different things. Teddy Bridgewater said that the suspension. Let me put it on the screen here for y'all, so y'all can see. So y'all know I ain't just out here with the rap cap. The suspension came from Miami Northwestern. Bridgewater wrote, "It's impossible to suspend someone who does work for you. So if I'm suspended from Miami Northwestern, I'm free to go to another school of my choice, but I'm not going anywhere." Now he's saying he self-reported this, and there was no investigation. We self-reported all this shit. You ain't self-report shit, Teddy. Your ass snitched on yourself with this very Facebook post. Everything is not meant for the internet, ladies and gentlemen. Let this Teddy Bridgewater situation show you that everything is not meant for the internet. This was a very wholesome and honest and loving Facebook post that this man put out there asking for support and donations. But what he forgot is that he's not an employee of the school. So since he's not an employee of the school, it might be fair to say that he didn't go through the same process of learning the bylaws, learning the rules, learning the regulation, learning the policy, learning the procedure that most other employees or staff or volunteers or whatever the fuck you want to call yourself learn, so that they're not in violation. Because it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that you shouldn't be paying for Uber rides for your students and telling every fucking body that you're doing it. Or shit like recovery trucks. Or even the shit that is just, it's okay to talk about it. I would say that the team meals, that you can split hairs on that. Maybe some of that recovery truck shit could be kind of passed off as extra training. But Uber rides, and talk about like some of the other shit, like, come on, bro. Like, come the fuck on, Teddy. Like, you bought this on yourself, bro. You forgot that you was a black man and went out here doing white people shit. And these white people reminded your ass that you was a black man. That's all that we're saying with this Teddy Bridgewater situation. We're saying a black man be reminded that he's not white. Teddy Bridgewater moving like he a white boy and ended up suspended for giving impermissible benefits. The next conversation that's going to be had with Teddy is about where in the fuck your kids was Ubering from. Because when you're talking about high schools, Miami Northwestern, I don't know. Before I say what I'm about to say, let's take a trip to Google. And you're going to see with me while we look up something. I want to see if the Miami Northwestern has a magnet program. So they have a medical and nursing magnet program at Miami Northwestern High School. The kids that are in magnet programs are allowed to get bused from anywhere in the fucking county. So if you got magnet students that go to your school and they play football, they technically shouldn't have no real issues. Only thing I'm thinking is that I don't see a lot of football players going into the nursing or medical magnet program. I'm not saying that men can't be nurses or they don't be nurses, they don't get into that shit. What I'm saying is that these motherfuckers ain't really in the magnet program like that. So Teddy Bridgewater's open up a can of worms, so they're gonna be asked where the fuck your students came from. Tell you that you got to be getting Ubers. Like the fuck. I'm over here neglecting my chats. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. Boss Barber. This is done every goddamn seat. You right. You right. The recovery truck. Like I can't. That. We played football at a time where even if you did have a trainer or somebody come out to your school on like a Saturday, it wasn't no fucking recovery truck. Like it came and ran you through some extra drills and shit to, you know what I'm saying, loosen you up and get you right. These motherfuckers now, oh my God. Why? See, this is why I have multiple chats up, because my Instagram chat is not, it ain't doing what I needed to do. It ain't linking. Let's get to our Instagram chat. We got some chatters over here on the Instagrams. Let's see. Let's get on some love real quick. Uniforms ain't cheap, home. Uniforms are definitely thousands of dollars. I coached for many years, and I know it for a fact. Should I coach too, motherfuckers? Shit, I know that's why I said some of them was cheap. Like, I'm not saying you gotta go get the cheapest fucking screen printed jerseys. You know what I'm saying? But if we talk about a jersey that these motherfucking shouters gonna wear for one fucking game, for one fucking season, man, we're not spending racks. We're not spending racks. We're just not. We're not doing that. We're not fucking doing that. It does not make financial sense in any fucking way, shape, or form to go and spend racks on a uniform that your Jets gonna wear one time in one season. Now I know some jerseys can definitely cost into the thousands. You talk about getting those embroidered numbers and names and all that other good shit, the patches and all. Yeah, I agree, bro. I agree. This shit can get up there. But what I'm saying is that Teddy fucked up. Teddy thought he was a white boy. Teddy thought he was at St. Thomas. Teddy thought he was at American Heritage. Teddy thought he was at IMG, where there's certain levels of separation that muddy the waters and cloud the air to where they're not really sure who the fuck is buying what for these programs sometimes. But when you're at a Miami Northwestern or a community school like that, like I said, he should have just stopped short at just saying, hey, we're looking for donations for the kids for this upcoming season. You know, and instead of him doing it, allow the team mom to do it. That's what the fuck booster clubs are for. Like, I get it that he thinks the star power of him acting is going to get some people active and motivated. But what he overlooked is that some people gonna look at him like, hey, my nigga, you got millions of dollars. Why you ain't paying for this shit? Which he was. So he should just shut the fuck up and let them think whatever the fuck they think. And then go, you know what I'm saying, use the money to get the recovery truck out there to the school on the weekends and feeding them kids. Now, some of those things that were a little excessive, lining the field every damn week. Like, I get it, you know, for home games, but every fucking week. And if by now them niggas don't know how to line up properly, you got a bigger fucking problem, homie. And don't tell me you won state last year, so don't tell me that lining up properly was an issue. Just that have issues lining up properly don't fucking win state or Florida championship. I'm sorry. I refuse to believe that. So some of that shit on that list was excessive. And now you fucking finding out the hard way. Just like Joy Taylor and Emmanuel Acho. Joy Taylor and Emmanuel Acho, for those that don't know yet, they were wrapped up in some shit a while back with Fox Sports and FS1 and all this. And long story short, it was a weird little love triangle. And they let it go away quietly. And I remember telling people, I was like, some of these black folks be forgetting that they're black and there's a double standard in America. The same shit that white folks do, black folks will get fucking crucified for doing. And I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying we got to recognize what the fuck is going on and know how to navigate through that shit. But when you go through life with the mindset that, oh, well, the crackers do it as a justification for doing anything, you are bound to get fucked. Just like Joy Taylor and Emmanuel Acho and RG3 are finding out right now. They all had situations go on where they basically tried to pull out, well, white people do this shit, and they let it quiet down. And as of today, Emmanuel Acho's show got canceled. And he had a real reality call and woke up like, I'm not going to come on here with no deep posts to try and, talk, biblical and all this. I don't know what's next. It's something I wasn't expecting. I don't know what's next because he just left one show to try and start this show that he was on that just got canceled. So who knows how his contract situation is set up? He might still be in some probationary phase, because he was technically starting a new role. So they got him fucked up. And Joy Taylor, they just said we're not gonna renew your contract. So all that shit that she thought she had leverage with to try and keep a job and fucking and sucking and do all this other wild shit, folks, that all that shit calmed down and just said quietly, hey, we're not gonna renew your contract. So you're gonna see her go away, bye-bye. So let Teddy Bridgewater, Joy Taylor, Emmanuel Acho, and so many others be an example to you that just thinking, oh, well, crackers do that shit is a real life justification for doing any fucking thing. Like, that shit is not going to work for nobody. When you sitting there saying, well, crackers do it, your ass is going to end up fucked. Because some of these crackers will let you think that you getting away with some shit, and all the time they're just sitting there, building the case against you, letting all that shit stock up. And then when they get rid of you, you're like, well, technically, when John does it, we just going to get around John too. Or sometimes that dude like Harvey Weinstein, they going to jam him. They jam Harvey Weinstein ass up. They jam Bill Cosby up. Did he too? Did he fucking find out the hard way? Did he find out the hard way? What this really does, because we get into a situation, and especially in the black community, where we always looking for somebody to look out for us. Instead of doing things the proper way, instead of doing things the right way, we get into a situation where we want people to constantly help us out, look out for us. Oh, my bad. Even when somebody will tell you beforehand, like, hey, you're supposed to be doing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and you do Z, X, Y, and whatever the combination you figure out. And like, oh no, I know, no. I feel like I think this. They're telling, no, I know this. Do this A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then when the shit implodes, oh man, can you help me out? Can you, man? What can we do now? What can we do now? How do I fix it? We've gotten to this situation in society, especially the black community, where we just constantly get used to doing mediocre shit and want people to praise it. And when they don't praise it, we ask the question, well, how can I fix it? How can we do it? How can we get right? How can I adjust it? How can I this? How can I that? And we got to stop that bullshit, because a lot of that is spurred on by looking at what white folks and other people are doing and saying, oh, well, white folks do this, white folks do that. Why I gotta, when I grew up, I was always told I got to go a little bit extra. I got to go a little bit harder. I got to go a little bit further. And that may be because I have grandparents that were, one of my sets of grandparents were fucking orphans from South Carolina. The other set of grandparents was some fucking farmers from Jamaica. I grew up not having lavish motherfucking shit to look at around me. And these motherfuckers always told me you had to go harder. You have to go further. You got to go harder. You got to do, you can't, do what other people are doing because you're not going to get those same opportunities. And when your opportunities present themselves, you got to be ready for them. So you got to prepare yourself. You got to go hard. You got to go hard. You got to go hard. And when you get them opportunities, seize the motherfuckers. At no point in that where they told me, well, just do, some mediocre shit and then hopefully nobody notices it's mediocre, or do some half-ass shit and be like, hey, can you help me out, man? Well, come on, man, look out for me. Come on, man, look out. Come on. We always in society want people to look out for us. How about we just start doing shit the right way? Simple fucking solution. Very simple fucking solution. And that's one of the topics I really didn't really want to try and really touch on too tough, because I just was like, I don't really want to touch on that. But the segue created itself, so I had to use it. I had to fucking use it. I had to go there. Let's get a little political. Here. Having a conversation with my old lady, and she brought up an interesting topic to me that I had not thought about. Donald Trump is more concerned with the actions of the illegal immigrants that are here than the actions and the well-being of the Americans that were born here. And what that statement means is that we see a lot of legislation and action geared at trying to get the illegals out of America, try and make America first again. But all the policy is geared at and aimed at illegal immigrants, other countries, the tariffs, the deportations. None of it is geared at trying to make the cost of living more bearable for the average everyday American. None of that is geared at bringing gas prices, egg prices, grocery prices in general down. None of his legislation is geared at giving the everyday American a break on their mortgage, a break on their rent. None of that. None of Donald Trump's policies are geared at improving the lives of the everyday American. All of his policies are geared at other countries. Interests are outside of the United States of America. So for this big ass America First agenda, we've seen no fucking legislation geared at making America first. It's the classic bait and switch. Trump told America, your life is better under me. Your life is better under me. You're gonna do better under me. You this, that, another under me. I'm this, I'm that, I'm not, I'm all this shit. And then when he gets elected, everything that he's doing is geared at illegal immigration. It's geared at other countries. Nothing in his legislation, nothing in the big beautiful bill does anything to improve the lives of the everyday American. A lot of the tech bros, the tech billionaires, and people that are funded his inauguration, those people aren't American. A lot of those individuals are from outside of America. Jeff Bezos may be one of them, but a lot of those individuals that are cozy with Trump aren't even Americans. Elon Musk, his buddy, that they're now beefing with, he's fucking South African. When will Donald Trump start to do some America First legislation? I don't know. We've seen a lot of wordplay geared at trying to get people riled up or behind Donald Trump in this America First agenda. But in the first couple hundred days of Donald Trump's presidency, we've not seen anything that benefited the American people. None. Drop it in the comments if I'm missing some shit, but I purposely looked into this before I went live to try and see if I was missing some shit. But I don't think I'm missing some shit, because there ain't shit to miss. He ain't did shit that impacts the American people in a positive way. The big beautiful bill is billed as giving tax credits and all these other things, but none of that impacts the everyday American. Medicaid and social services are going to get cut. So any type of increase that most people would see is getting eaten up by the increase in services that they're going to have to provide for themselves. It's just like that notion in Florida that Ron DeSantis is trying to, get some steam up behind of getting rid of property taxes. Yeah, you may save initially on the initial property tax bill that you're no longer having to pay, but what you're overlooking is that now you have to pay out of pocket for a shit ton of services that you didn't have to pay for before. So any savings that you would have had gotten with not having to pay property taxes, you're losing and having to pay more in additional services that you have to pay for out of pocket a la carte. I'm trying not to call people stupid as fuck anymore. My dog told me stop calling people stupid. But sometimes you motherfuckers just stupid and you can't help call you motherfuckers stupid. Did I just call y'all stupid? I don't know. Did I call you stupid? Maybe. Maybe not. If the shoe fits, wear it. I always was told a hit dog will holler. So if you say some shit and it applies, it's gonna. If I said some shit to you and it didn't apply, let it fly. I think I'm finna get my stream demonetized real quick because I so badly want to play some of this fucking Clipse album here because that shit is a lyrical fucking masterpiece. I truly want to play some of this Clipse stream for y'all. I do not own the rights to any of this. Let's do this. We're gonna. What we have on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. I need to see all this right here. Is a lyrical masterpiece. From the Cause album cover to the first track, to the way the tracks are even laid out. It's fucking awesome. Track number 1, I felt was just like an ode to their mother and their mother and their father. And in order for them to embark on the journey that they was going to embark on, they had to get their emotions in a reasonable place. They had to address, the elephant in the room, which was their mother and their father's passing, so that they can go into battle with a clear mind. And that's what they did. Because track number 2, oh God. If you ain't do this right here when you first heard it, this shit ain't for you.
Nigga and ice my bitch. Yeah, beat the system with chains and whips.
This is culturally inappropriate.
YouTube probably gonna block this out.
You run from the spirit of repossession. Too much enamel covers your necklace. I buy bitches, you buy them sections. You buy watches, I buy collections. Misery's fueling your aggression. Jealousy's turned into obsession. Reality TV is mud wrestling. Some sign checks I know better than. Beware of my name that there's delicate. You know I know where you're delicate. Crush you to pieces, I hum a breath of it. I will close your heaven for the hell of it. You think it'd be valor amongst veterans? I'm watching your fame escape relevance. We all in a room, but here's the elephant. You chasing a feature out of your element. And those lab diamonds under inspection. The question marks block your blessings. It's no tombstones in the desert. I know by now you get the message. Uncle said, nigga, you must be sick. All you talk about is just getting rich. Choke my neck, nigga, and ice my bitch. Beat the system with chains and whips.
It don't take much to put two and two. Your lucky streak is now losing you. Money's dried up like a cuticle. You're gasping for air now, it's beautiful. John 10:10, that's my usual. Mamas is falling.
Now, Malice didn't really jump on his track. Like, he was kind of chill on this track. But Malice went to talking that shit. But the best part of this track ain't even happy yet. Because, like I said, the first track was just, you know, them making peace. But them motherfuckers jumped off the top rope immediately.
Went out in funerals and bomb and blow. They now viewing you. They never find the guns, but the sewers do. Bubbles was sick, he need medicine. Brought him back to life, now he dead again. Richard don't make watches for presidents. Just a million trapped between skeletons. This the darkest that I ever been. The diamonds make you taste peppermint. You ain't thriving in the snow like it's the Revenant. And send orders back down to keep shoveling.
Uncle said, nigga, you must be sick. All you talk about is just getting rich. Choke my neck, nigga, and ice my...
These niggas paid $1 million for this upcoming verse. Mind you, this is $1 million verse right here. $1 million verse right here. No bullshit. They paid over $1 million to get, they paid 7 figures to get out of their contract. This is $1 million verse. And we about to see why.
My bitch beat the system with chains and whips.
You know, but get calm when you look side to side, like what did they say? And they hate the Lord's voice, and then you realize that the devil is talking to you.
I'm not the candidate to vibe with. I don't fuck with the kumbaya shit. All that talent must be God sent. I send your ass back to the cosmics. The things I seen under my eyelids. Kaleidoscope dreams, murder and sirens. Let's be clear, hip-hop died again. Half of my profits may go to Rakim. How many Judases that let me down? But fuck it, the West Minds, we right now. Therapy showed me how to open up. It also showed me I don't give a fuck. The 2-time Gemini with the genocide. I'm generous, however you want it. I'll be the gentle kind. Gentlemen and gangsters connect. The agenda of mine. Move niggas up out of here. This shit get gentrified. Heavy jeans like Genovese. I drop your Pentagon to show up at your gender reveal. And tell them, give me mine. I son niggas, I am the general. Wear my gin and juice. Every song in the book of Genesis. Let the sonics boom. Niggas want the tea on me. Well, here's the ginger root. I generate residuals, bitch. Get off my genitals. They say I couldn't reach Gen Z. You fucking dickheads. You must be full of that ginseng. Here comes the jinx, yeah. They genetics been synthetic. Screaming they genius. A finger wave, they all fall. Niggas is Jenga. God gave me light. A good year full of free will. Trunk card, tell me not to spare your life. Fuck.
That was good. Ain't talking when it comes to the clips, you gotta watch out for the songs that got all the fucking lips. Songs that got all that lips to be fire.
POV kilos in my mind. Back, take Amtrak down south, then she flies back. My connect has ponytails tied back. I just hit 6. No confessions, questions, we contesting. Fireworks will send a message, iridescent. Slow them down like Robitussin. If you rush in, at your door when we address them, we gon' bless them. Tried to bring them, shoulda left them. Learn my lesson, poker faces keep them guessing. No expression, ice dressing on my chest and leave impression. What's a testarossa if you don't test them? Ain't your bitch unless you joystick and dress them. My presence, your pleasure. Peasants, he's pressure. I've been knee deep, key deep, we ain't easy.
I mean, the ears like vitamin C. I mean, yellow like bright as a bee. I mean, the sun like bright as can be. F89, you tied to me. Just to get from A to B, and I ain't driving to see. The pad later, Eiffel, Army won't turn the parades off. God bless takeoff. I said I want the Rolls Royce with the drapes off. And it ain't electric, so it's way off.
Send it back, send it for the Bordeaux pies. Picked up the Toro and drive straight up the 405. The way that the board is designed, I'm feeling like the Lord of the Skies. Arms like 245. Hit him, make sure that he dies. The text won't.
Song that got fucking.
I remember late nights, pissy hallways driving me psycho.
Inglorious Bastard.
When we are together, we got power. We have shifted from having a seizure about what the man got to season what we need. Burn, baby, burn.
Catch me in the kitchen where the dope is. With the
reason why I said this album sent Drake to Mexico, Drake, this album deported Drake, is because after this album dropped.
No disrespect to America, no disrespect to our country, but nobody can out-rap London rappers. This is the best, highest level. This is what I aspire to be. And this guy right here was the first person to open my mind to that shit. Go ahead. Man's never been in marquee with his shut down, hey? Yeah! Okay! Shut up, be there. Put it shut down. That's up in it shut down. Bring pussy shut down. Fashion week in it shut down. I went to the show, sitting in the front row with a black tracksuit in it shut down. Sasha Road in it shut down. Boy band know it shut down. Get time if a man want try me. No time. You say what when I went up on the stage, I'll pick up the mic and it's me. No time. They don't know your songs, but they know mine. That's why I got gigs just like your grind. After the show.
This is the shit Drake says the best fucking rap. This is what he aspires to be. No, nigga, you need to do what Kendrick did. You need to aspire to be Kendrick. You need to aspire to be something better than what the fuck you been doing. Now, the UK rappers, if y'all want to fuck around and let Drake come over there and dick ride y'all for the next however long he gonna dick ride y'all, cool. But Kendrick already let us know the nigga not like us. He can't hang with us. He can't be around us. He can't come right here. You nigga just take your ball and haul ass, bitch ass nigga. Like that shit go. We don't fucking deal with lawsuits and rap battles. The Clipse had to pay $1 million fucking dollars. 7 figures. The Clipse had to pay 7 fucking figures to release that track with Kendrick on it intact. Got themselves out of their label deal because the whole ass nigga Drake filed a lawsuit and they ain't want to get wrapped up in it. The label ain't want to get wrapped up in it any further than the optics of it. Whole ass nigga. Drake's a hoe. Let me check my shit. Because I don't think my chats are fucking done what they're supposed to be doing. So I got to manually check my chats around this motherfucker. What else we have going on my checklist? It's been a slow week. Talked about Drake. I really don't want to get into this Dr. Shane Bryant shit too tough. Mexico's tomatoes. Trump just said Mexico has been getting over on the tomatoes, so he gonna increase the tariffs on tomatoes. So just a quick FYI, if you got any tomatoes, if you need tomatoes for any fucking thing, you might want to go ahead and get them suckers while you can get them, because they're not gonna be cheap for long. One thing I did, we'll leave it alone. I'm leaving it alone. One thing I'm gonna touch on really quick. I had a clip up, but it's not. It wouldn't let me upload. It wouldn't let me fucking upload. So I got this shit saved up. There we go. Come on, damn it. Let's get a Cheyenne Bryant real quick.
Yes, you're right. Women should. Like, I want my woman to mommy me. Yeah.
He got her.
We dated for 5 years off and
So
on.
you was his work for 5 years?
I am dating.
This right here is interesting because Paul Pierce.
Happy.
You got a man?
I'm dating. I'm single, but I'm dating.
Single but dating?
I am
Something serious
dating.
more than other?
No,
Paul
just
Pierce
dating.
flipped the script.
We gotta
Cheyenne
we
Bryant.
gotta
She didn't even
change, 'cause
realize
she's
it.
therapying us.
Yeah.
We gotta make this about her now.
You're right. You kind of therapizing us.
So I was like, I want my woman to mommy me.
Hold on, like, hold on, what's going on with you? This is about you. You done flipped the script on us. We over here.
Reverse Uno.
Man, you sure did.
But it was good. It was
No,
insightful.
but no, we need to find out about what's going on with her. She dating,
At
single.
this
What's that
moment,
about? What
Paul
do that
Pierce-
entail for a 42-year-old?
I am dating,
Dating but single.
enjoying my life. I have really good companions.
How many do you dating right now?
I'm not exclusively committed to anyone, but I have one guy.
You hear how she stumbling? I'm dating. I got multiple parts. Now, this is the lady that called Cam Newton and Nick Cannon basically architects of broken homes. And I did have a clip that went slightly viral and trended a little bit on TikTok. Well, I said that she had mentally eviscerated Cam Newton. So to see her do that to Cam Newton, and now I'm seeing Paul Pierce in his red pajamas just be real slick and smooth and walk this lady into telling her personal business and her basically saying that she's a fucking pimp. It's very fucking surprising. Very fucking surprising. That's like I said, especially considering how she's handled other individuals, not just men, but women too. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is a fucking pimp. This lady be like these motherfuckers really be on this relationship advice shit and don't be living the shit they talking. And listen, it gets even better.
That I have
Yeah,
dated
she's
off and
stuttering now.
on
We
for
got
5
her.
years.
Got her.
We dated for 5 years off and
So
on.
you was his work for 5 years? You been his work? You still his work?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I know what's going on now. I'm about to, yeah.
Get a Paul.
Take this
Get her.
sheep clothing off.
I right, the wolf teeth coming out. No, we
He
have
was somebody's work for 5 years.
we have been each other's companion for 5 years, and yeah, I have spent the block for 5 years, and
We have been each other's companion for 5 years, and I have spent the block for 5 years. 5 fucking years. 5 years. So that was before she was social media, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, all over the place on all these platforms. And I ain't got nothing to say about her doing her shit on the platforms, but we didn't know Dr. Cheyenne Bryant in 2020. We didn't know who the fuck she was. So for 5 years, she been fucking with this man's emotions. And a little bit more in the clip, she's going to talk about how the age difference is. She's 42. This man is his early 30s. She is emotionally manipulating the fuck out of this young nigga. Got this young nigga all fucked up in the head. And then she get on podcasts and tell men and women that they need to basically, be monogamous and be good and do all the other solid and up shit. But you out here dragging this nigga along for 5 years before you was even Dr. Cheyenne Bryant that we know now. So I can only imagine what the young man is going through right now. that you're getting flued out all over the fucking place to all these different cities, to these different podcasts, these different events, these different things, and him knowing he's been pursuing you, and now it's like, damn. Oh shit.
It's the truth, and he doesn't like it. He's absolutely correct. He feels like I haven't provided.
Oh, your work.
We working together. Okay. We working together.
But you keeping him at bay, or is he keeping you at bay?
He wants a relationship. He wants to be committed.
You just like the sex.
No.
Oh.
Let's keep it 100. How you keep somebody for 5 years? That's like for real. You can't keep nobody at a distance for 5 years. I ain't never done no shit like that.
I am not vitamin
Get a
D
Paul.
deficient. So everything is good in that department.
Get a Paul.
He wants a relationship.
She done kept him on the side until she figured out if it's something better. I see where this is going.
He just has some emotional maturity that he had to do. We're 9 years apart. He's 9 years younger than me.
9 years.
And so we both had to work through things, but he's had to work on his emotions and his intense insecurities around being in a relationship.
And you've been waiting on it. Like what's the problem? Why y'all not together?
Just because of that,
So you waiting on that?
No, I'm not waiting on it, and I don't have him waiting.
So the D is good.
Oh,
let's keep it. It's like, dude, let's
he
keep
put
it
on his red pajamas.
See, she is playing with this man's emotions. This nigga is fucking going crazy about this damn woman, and she's sitting there running this motherfucker crazy. Ain't fucking giving him no real idea of what the relationship will go, how it's gonna go, what's gonna ever develop anything. All the shit that she basically be hollering at people on these podcasts about. Like, she be like, God damn. Like, and all it took was Paul Pierce to get in his motherfucking silk pajamas to expose that she not living what she talking. Now, one thing I can say is when Kevin Samuels was talking this shit out here in these streets, everybody fucking was holding Kevin Samuels to a certain standard. Is it fair to hold Dr. Cheyenne Bryant to the same standard that we held Kevin Samuels to? And I say we because I used to be like, damn, boy, boy, you on some weird shit, Kevin? Like, you better be living that shit. So, are we wrong to hold these people, these relationship gurus on the internet to a certain standard, or not even certain, the standard that they're trying to present? I think it's right. I think it's justified. And shout out to Paul Pierce for giving us the motherfucking interview that we needed to see.
And feel like he's supposed to get spicy tonight.
This is clear.
Oh my God.
I know her. She from Long Beach. Like, don't try to
Get a
come with the suit jacket, the boots. You still and the glow.
You know what I mean?
You still from Long Beach. And I'm from Inglewood. I can see that.
I am from San Pedro, a small community.
You heard that? Paul called it out. You from Long Beach. You from Long Beach, and I'm from Inglewood. I see right through that shit. It's like, man, if I see a girl from Dade County, I'm like, bitch, you from Dade County. I'm from Broward County. I see right through that shit. I know you. I see you, motherfucker. I sees you. See, that's what we needed. We ain't had no motherfucker from California sit here on their couch before and see through that shit. Paul called it out. Thank you, Paul Pierce. You the real fucking MVP right now. Because we needed this interview right here. I don't know what the fuck we've been hearing from this woman or who the fuck been interviewing her that couldn't get this shit out of here. But Paul Pierce, he uncovered the veil of Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Thank you, brother. Thank you for doing this. Because Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, while she does have some solid points, she be going hard as fuck sometimes. And to hear that she's out here fucking a younger nigga, keeping this motherfucker on a leash, letting him put him on and off her leash, fluing out of all these other fucking places, and just telling him, nah, I ain't ready for a relationship. Miss Relationship Advice herself has been straggling this little young nigga along, saying his emotions are not where they need to be. Where do you think he get this anxiety in regards to a relationship or these fucking, unregulated feelings from? What you think is triggering him? There's always a cause. We want to ignore the root cause of a lot of situations. And I as a divorced man, I try not to dive too deep into relationship topics because apparently I couldn't do it right the first time. It got divorced. But this type of shit right here got to be fucking called out. I'm glad Paul Pierce called that shit out.
In the city of Los Angeles,
I
okay?
can see through all of that.
He has great qualities. He does well in all that he does with me. He just emotionally
That ain't what I asked you. I asked you about his job and all that.
He does well in all areas.
Why?
Okay, she answered that.
He does well in
all
emotionally.
Well, I don't know. That's a broad question. What all
Paul,
areas?
You're a man, so you answer this
Personal.
question.
Now she's trying to flip it.
Emotionally.
Now she want to flip it on him.
He goes back and forth from I love you, I want to be with you, I'm mad because you won't be with me, you won't commit to me. And then his insecurities get the best of him. And it's like, I want you, but I'm not sure if I deserve you. I'm not sure that I can facilitate you. I'm not sure that I can be with you. So when I say emotionally instability, it's like him wanting to be with me is concrete. That's not unstable. His emotions in the relationship are just unstable to where as a man, you gotta get vertical within yourself before you can be in a relationship.
Dog, you good with these words.
I am.
Get up, Paul.
You good with these words.
Listen,
because
but
you
let me
giving
say
all
this.
these people advice.
Let me say this,
wow,
Paul. He has every right to feel like
get up, Paul.
What I've been doing as far as being in a relationship with him when I want to and is not something that gives him stability. However, I don't want to commit to a relationship with a man who I feel emotionally is not in a place of being able to be in a healthy relationship.
So why are you messing with him? Why are you playing mental games with him?
I'm not playing mental games with him.
Games.
It's not mental games. It's all transparency.
Why is it still sex involved?
How do you know we sexing? We could just be having a
from Long Beach.
Skip the rental counter with Turo. Rent just about any car, just about anywhere.
We streaming something right now.
That's all you from Long Beach, I know.
Oh,
you can't play me.
We could not be doing the
wood. I know what's going on.
But let me say this: it is transparent. He understands. I understand. I understand what he wants. He understands why I don't want to commit at this moment with him, which is the emotional piece that him and I talk about openly. I support him in it. I hold space for him in it. He's, we talked about it intensively, and he understands it.
Now, at the beginning of that, she told us that she has multiple companions. She tried to say that. She said to Paul, "How do you know that we're sexually involved?" And alluding to that they're not sexually involved. But earlier in the exchange, she mentioned that she's not sexually deprived. So if she's not giving him the goods, somebody getting the goods, which circles back to Paul's comment. Why are you playing emotional and mental games with this man? And she's playing fucking word chess with Paul. And that's why he called it out like, Doc, you good with them words? And she like, I am, ain't I? This woman is a motherfucking pimp. This motherfucker's a pimp. If I ever seen one.
And he's
listening to this shit.
That's
sit. All right, let him off the leash. Go ahead.
That's what I'm doing?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Oh,
come here.
Well, you know what? If that's what I'm doing, I'll say this and people are going to be mad and I'm okay. If I'm doing what Paul said,
come here.
I'd much rather be the one walking you at the dog park than the one on the leash, if that's true.
That's exactly.
She'd much rather be the one walking the dog at the dog park than getting walked on the leash. Toxic femininity, ladies and gentlemen. Toxic femininity. But hey, as I said before, should we hold these individuals like Dr. Cheyenne Brown to the same standard that we held Dr. Kevin Samuels? I say yes, because we got a woman that has made a brand on critiquing people's relationships. And she went viral by calling Cam Newton the architect, or Cam Newton and Nick Cannon architects of broken households, because they have these fatherless children all over the place. Even though they are creating untraditional environments to where they can be active and present in their kids' lives. You know, you got a person like Country Wayne who talks about having a lot of kids, but all of his kids' mothers have homes in the same community. And all of those kids' mothers have keys to his home. You know, so while it may not be traditional in the sense of what we're used to, just because we're not seeing the stuff being done traditionally doesn't mean it's not effective. Doesn't mean that it's not having a positive impact on these kids' lives. And in a society where we are ever seeing, we are constantly seeing shit change, we got to be on the lookout and be mindful of how to adapt and move and navigate within the shifting and changing structures. Too many times we say, especially in the Black community, oh, it ain't that serious, or it ain't that deep, or that ain't got nothing to do with me, because we're trying to look for a way out to not look at and pay attention to the shit that we should be paying attention to. So when we hear these relationship experts get on the internet and tell people all this, that, and the other, and you find out that they're not living anywhere near or remotely to what they've been preaching, the shit got to be, something got to be done. Something got to be said. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and try and badmouth the woman, but Paul Pierce, I don't even think he really intended to go into that interview and have that moment. But when he seen the opportunity present itself, he took the moment. He took the moment on. And I thank him for it. I thank him for it. Not on some I hate women shit, but it was interesting to see that part of Dr. Cheyenne Brown, because she has perfectly manicured answers to damn near every question you've ever seen her get asked. And you could clearly see she was caught off guard by this. She was like, oh shit, Paul's going there. And it's going there in a respectable way that she can't try and, it wasn't easy for her to flip it, because he went there in a very subtle and easy and smooth way. Whew, damn, who the fuck taught Paul how to do that shit? All right, well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Nope, that's it. Apparently the Trump people say there ain't no Epstein files. At this point, I really don't even give a fuck. I really don't give a damn, because what can we do with the information in the Epstein files? What can we really do? The statute of limitations on all of that shit is expired. So what the fuck can we really do? Say that certain individuals are creep nasty motherfuckers? We already know that. Yeah, somebody told me the other day, so they say Trump is on the Epstein files. I'm like, Trump is literally, there are literally more pictures of Donald Trump and there are more pictures of Trump and Epstein together than there are trans athletes in the United States of America. Think about that. And I still don't think trans athletes should compete against natural born women, but there are more photos and videos of Trump and Epstein together than there are trans athletes in the United States of America. Let that sink in. So we know this motherfucker is a creep nasty motherfucker. But what really is going to change by those Epstein files being released? Not a goddamn thing. Right? But that's the stream for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Don't really want to take up too much of your time tonight. Touched on a few different interesting topics. Live from the political garage. Then we finally figured out this Instagram live shit. Thank God. Although I think that shit cut out just now. I don't fucking know. But yeah. Let's check these chats real quick before we get up out of here. Cause yeah, dog. I'm live on the IG now. The chat won't sync up, but if anything, we live on the IG now. I figure shit. Why am I not going live on the IG? I got damn near 5,000 followers on Instagram. Why the fuck not? Like, I was fucking myself up with that by not doing the IG. Facebook, really, I don't even really think about Facebook. Even though I'm monetized on Facebook, Facebook is mainly, when I think about Facebook, I mainly think about friends and family and people that truly know me and knew me since been knowing me. Because that Facebook account is very fucking old. So that's just for people that, family and friends that truly know me on a personal level to be able to experience and see, my content. Everything else, majority of these motherfuckers, I really don't know. Of those 5,000, down to 5,000 Instagram followers, I probably know 200 personally, if that. Maybe 3. I'm gonna say 3. But all those other followers I built, I just think to myself, why am I not going live in the one place I got damn near 5,000 followers? So yeah, I'm live on IG now. Took me a little minute to get it figured out and get it, worked out, but we are live on the Instagrams. Oh, all right. So get the fuck up out of here. Peace. Love you guys. Thank you guys for streaming today. Thank you guys for chatting with me. Thank you guys for doing all of the things y'all doing for me. Drink your water. Drink your water, ladies and gentlemen. Especially as a black man. Drink your water because y'all too young for your dick not to be working. Peace.